Okay, drop 2 voicings. I'm going to show you some D string root, C major 7 chord voicings. So this is 4 different ways to play a C major 7, thinking of the D string as the lowest tone of the chord. Okay, so we know that 1, 3, 5, and 7 make up a major chord. And you know from doing the theory work on the 7th chords that there's a difference between a spelling and a voicing. The spelling of a chord, of a major 7 chord, uses 1, 3, 5, and 7 of its major scale. In this case, C major. Therefore, the way that we spell a C major 7 is C-E-G-B. Now, how does that help us? Well, it helps us when we try to voice C-E-G-B in different ways on the guitar. The first way that I'm going to play C major 7, I think of the high E string. Now that's different than we're used to thinking about chords on the guitar, where we'll think about, a G, and this is G on the bottom, or a G like this, that's G on the bottom, or A, right? But if we think about the high E, it allows us to create really beautiful melodies when we're comping or when we're actually soloing using chords or creating chordal melodies. So if I think of 1, which is C on the high E string, I'm going to voice the chord below it. So the way that it goes is 1, 5, 3, 7. That's the sound of a C major 7 with the root on the high E. Okay, now I move to the next inversion. So if 1 is on the high E, well, after 1 comes 3 in our chord stack. So I'm going to find 3, C, D, there's E. E is the 3 in a C major 7. So all of these will move up to the next degree of the chord. Don't worry about that. So here's the 3 on top, and this is the chord shape. Okay. So here's C on the low E string. I've got the C octave here, so the root is now in the bass. And then I bar across the thinnest 3. Okay, so let's review what I played. So I'm thinking of that C on top. Okay. I bar across the thinnest 2. I reach over with the ring or the middle, it's up to you. I prefer the third finger or the ring finger on the 3rd, so I'm right there. And then there is the 7th. So both of these frets, both inside of the same fret, both of those notes, and then both inside of the same fret, both of those notes. Then I'm going to look for that 3 on the top. I bar across the thinnest 3 strings, and then I come back with the root here. And now I've played the 1 and the 3 on top. Now I'm going to look for the 5 on top. And this is a little bit of a tricky fingering. Sounds cool though. Okay, so I've got the 5 on top. Okay, so I'm playing 3 on G, 1 on C right here, so I've got those 2, if you can see that. And then I come over the top with the 4th finger. Okay, right on there. And that's on the note B. And then I've got the 2nd finger here, if you can see that, on the note E, the 3rd of the chord. Okay. Now, because I'm running out of room and getting a little high up, I'm going to move this down to the end of the neck. So I'm going to put this entire shape an octave lower. So I'm looking for G on the high E string down here. Boom. There it is. So I've got G, C, those 2 fingers. And then I've got B, B, and then the 3rd. On E there. Now I'm going to look for, so here's the 5 on top. Now I'm going to look for the 7 on top. And so I've got B, E, C, and G. Okay, so to go through those inversions again real quick, here's the root on top. Here's the third on top. I'm going to go all the way down here for the fifth on top. And then I'm going to go here with the seventh on top. So D string, drop 2 inversions of a C major 7 chord.